All right, we'll start laying down on our backs today. So just let the knees, the feet, just naturally flop out to either side. Right, arms are by your side and turn the palms up. And just notice how that allows the shoulders to relax down, heart to be open. Let's take a nice big breath together. Inhale through the nose. Side out the mouth. So just start to come into this space. So just feel the weight of the body on the ground. It's almost as if the bones are just melting into the floor. The muscles are just softening around the bones. And just begin to notice how the body's feeling. If you're holding any tension anywhere, sometimes we tense up without even noticing. Oftentimes around the shoulders, even the muscles of the face. So just try to relax a little bit. Soften the shoulders, relax the jaw. And we'll begin to deepen the breath a little bit. Inhaling through the nose, all the way down to the low belly. And exhale up and out the nose. Let the whole midsection deflate. And we'll just continue to take these deeper breaths. Each inhale, just see if you can sip in a little bit more air. Right? And you feel the whole torso expand. The rib cage expands, presses into the skin. And the exhales really empty all the way out. Right, and as we breathe a little bit deeper, we start to activate the part of the nervous system that's associated with a calmer, more relaxed state. And we smooth out the breath, evening out the inhales and exhales. Right, and the thing about watching the breath and taking our attention to it is that it brings us into this moment. Right? And yes, there are lots of distractions, right? That's what our mind does. It distracts us with thoughts. Right? Or maybe there's even distractions around you. Right? But if we learn to just come back to the breath, right, then we're able to just soften a little bit. Really turn inward. And just keep coming back to this moment. And we'll just take one more big breath. And at the end of your exhale, you can begin to open the eyes. Bring the arms overhead and take a full body stretch. Good. So flex and point the feet. You can wiggle the toes, maybe roll out the wrists. Good. Reach to the right, getting into the left side body, and then reach to the left. Good. Come back to center, interlace the fingers, and press the palms away from you. But plug the shoulders down. Good. With the arms just like that, flex the feet and pull the low belly in. Right, so we're just starting our practice with a neutral spine, right? Maintaining all those natural curves of the spine here. Good. And then bring both knees into the chest and wrap your arms around the shins or the back of the thighs. Right, whatever's more comfortable. And just rock right to left. Good, so just massaging the back with the floor. Good. You'll keep that right knee into the chest and extend the left leg long on the mat. Good. Really kick through that left heel. That's your anchor. Good. And then just squeeze that right knee in. Yeah. And then draw it out towards the right shoulder a little bit. Yeah, good. You can roll out that right ankle if that feels good. Good. Now take your left arm out and open that knee all the way to the right. Yeah, keeping the knee bent. Yeah, for today. Good. Right, think of wrapping your right seat underneath you. So it's almost as if the inner edge of the foot is lifting a little bit. Yeah. Good. Inhale back through center. You'll take your right arm out and then cross that knee all the way over to the left. And you can take your left hand to the outside of the thigh. So you should feel a stretch on the outer right hip here. You can take your gaze over the right shoulder. Just coming into this simple twist. Good. Inhale back to center. And straighten that right leg right next to the left. Good. Bring the left knee into the chest. Squeeze it in towards you. And then just bring it slightly out towards the left shoulder a little bit. And you can roll the ankle. And now take the right arm out to the side and open that left knee up. Good. Right, make sure that right thigh stays grounded. Yeah, right there. Good. Wrap that left seat underneath you. Right, just finding an external rotation in that left thigh. Good, one more breath here. And inhale back through center. Let that knee come all the way over to the right. Take your left arm out to the side. And you can take your right hand to the outside of the thigh or the knee, just for a little assistance. Good. Maybe take your gaze over the left shoulder. Good. And inhale back to center. Straighten that left leg long. Good. Now bring both knees into the chest. We'll start to rock forward and back along the direction of the spine. Good. And then we'll come up to a comfortable seat. Cross the legs. Good. So make sure the sit bones are grounding down. Hands come to the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Now let's take a few shoulder shrugs. So inhale, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, relax them down. Good. Two more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, relax them down. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Wrap the pinkies towards each other. Good. Exhale, twist towards your right. Take that left hand to the knee. Yeah. And then your right fingertips come right behind you at the base of the spine. Right, so whenever we're twisting, we think of inhaling for length, growing tall. Exhale, twist just a little bit more. Good. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale, twist. One more. Good. Inhale, back through center. Reach the arms up. Exhale, twist towards your left. Right hand to the knee. Left hand behind you. You can sort of tent the fingertips. Right, that just allows you to lengthen a little bit more. Crown of the head's reaching up. Good. Two more breaths. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist. One more. Good. Inhale back to center, reach the arms up, and exhale, arms by your side. Good. We'll come on to all fours. Find your tabletop. So set your hands right underneath the shoulders, spreading all 10 fingers. Knees are right underneath the hips. Let's find our neutral spine first. So the crown of the head's reaching forward, tailbone's reaching back. And then we'll move into our cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the chin. Good. Inhale, let the belly button melt towards the earth. Gaze up. Exhale, round. Belly button lifts up. Good. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round. And just take a few more on your own. Right, and these first two movements, right, are really just an opportunity to check in with the body and the spine. Right, notice how the spine is feeling. Right, every time we come to our mats, right, we're bringing something different, which means our bodies will feel different. So yeah, move in a way that feels good for the body. You might even add some side movements. Just take a couple more. And then we'll come back to that neutral spine. Good. So you're going to kick the right leg straight back behind you. You can always take the toes down. Kick through the heel. Right, all 5 toes are turning down towards the ground. That squares the hips off. Now reach the left arm away, bicep by the ear, thumb points up. Yes. And we plug that shoulder back into its socket. Good. Make sure the back of the neck is long, so no wrinkles in the back of the neck. Yes, good. Pull the low belly in. Good. Take one more breath here. And then lower the left hand, lower the right foot, and just spin that heel down. Right arm comes up. So we come to a supported side plank. Yes. Good. Really press the outer edge of that right foot down into the mat. Yeah, good. Take the top arm over the ear towards me. Good. Spin the pinky down as the heart spins up. Breathe into the right side body. Good. Option to lift the right leg up. Good. Kick through the heel. Yes. Pull that low belly in. 2 more breaths. Good. You got it. And then find our tabletop. Good. Other side. Kick the left leg straight back behind you. Yeah. All 5 toes turning down. Kick through that heel. Now reach the right arm away. Thumb points up. Plug that shoulder back. Good. Pull the low belly in, right? So the core is really working here to stabilize us. Good. Press into that left hand. Right? Feel the whole upper back inflate. Good. Yes. Nice. Now take the right hand down. Left toes down, spin the heel down, and then left arm up. Supported side plank. Roll that right shoulder away from the ear. Yes. And take the top arm over the ear. Good. Upper arm spins towards the face. And turn the heart up towards the sky. Good, guys. One more breath. Breathe into the left ribs. And then we find tabletop. Good, just widen the knees, big toes touch. Come into your child's pose. Sink the hips all the way back towards the heels. And bring the forehead to the mat. Good, so child's pose is a really good hip stretch, but also a nice grounding pose. Right, for days where it feels like our feet can't really touch the ground. Right, also a great place to come throughout your practice if you ever feel like the body needs a rest. Good, we'll get a little shoulder release here, so just tent the fingertips. So the center of the palm lifts up. Yep, and then your whole forearm will actually lift up. Yeah, there you go. And then look towards the top of the mat. Yeah, so that the heart is melting down towards the ground. Right, and just send your breath to the upper back. You'll almost feel the shoulder blades press into the skin. Take one more breath there. Good. Come back up to your table. So set the knees back under the hips. And then I want you just to look at your elbow creases and spin them forward towards the top of the mat without moving the hands. Yeah, so that's external rotation in the arms, and we want to keep that when we come into down dog. So walk your knees back a couple of inches. Tuck your toes and lift the hips up. Come to your first downward facing dog. Yeah, good. So our first down dog is always sort of an opportunity just to feel out the body. Right, so bend into one knee and then the other. You can come high onto tippy toes and then melt the heels down. Yeah, and we'll just settle in for 3 breaths. Good. Press down through all 10 fingers. Right, feel those knuckle pads. Those are your roots so that your hips can get really high. It's like you are an upside down V. Nice. Let the heels melt down towards the earth. The knees are soft. Good. At the end of your exhale, soften the knees and take a walk to the top of the mat. We'll end in our forward folds. Grab a hold of opposite elbows and find your ragdoll. Right, so you just let the whole upper body be relaxed. Good. Weight is slightly forward in the feet. Good. Sway right to left. Right, just let any tension fall out to the top of your head. Yes, good. Good. Release the hands. We'll come into our flat back. Inhale, lift halfway. Pull the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Good. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift halfway. Good. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Pull the heart forward. Thigh creases reach back. Exhale, fold. Good. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, reach. And exhale, arms by your side. Good. Inhale, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward. Hinge over the legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the palm, step the left foot back and then the right foot back. Come to your high plank, top of a push-up. Good. Wrists are right underneath the shoulders. Hips are in line with shoulders. Very nice. Kick back through the heels. Pull the heart forward. Press the ground away from you. 1 more breath here. Now come onto the knees. Untuck the toes. Shoulders move slightly forward of the wrists. Bend the elbows alongside the body and come to the belly. Good. Cobra pose. Press down through the hands and feet. Lift the chest forward and up. Hug elbows in. Yes, and lower. Press back through tabletop. Tuck the toes and lift the hips up. Down dog. Good. Let the head be relaxed in down dog. Right, remember those upper arms are wrapping towards the face. Yeah, good. And at the end of your exhale, soften the knees. Take a walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms by your side. Good, we'll do 2 more sun A's. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. Good. This time, if you're ready to lower through chaturanga, you'll lower in one plane. Shoulders slightly forward of the wrists, bend the elbows, and lower to the belly. Good. Inhale, cobra pose. Shine the chest. Exhale, lower. Press back through table, tuck the toes. Lift the hips up, down dog. Good. All right, breathing. Good. At the end of your exhale, soften the knees and take a walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, reach. Exhale, arms by your side. Good. Last one. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. Lower down your way, either knees first or straight down. Good. Inhale, cobra pose, shoulders back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come through tabletop or plank. Yeah, good. Good, guys. Hips are nice and high. Relax the head. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Good. So first just kick through the heel. So all 5 toes turn down. Yes. Good. Now we'll bend the knee so the heel comes towards the butt. And you open the hips up. So stack that right hip over the left. Yeah, like you're trying to kick the brick wall. Good. Let that left heel sink lower. Lift the knee higher. Yeah, good. Re-extend the legs, square off the hips. Draw the right knee into the nose. Good. Step the right foot in between the hands. Find your lunge. Tend to the fingertips. Draw the heart forward. And then peel the right arm up for a twist. Good. Really reach through those right fingertips. Roll the left shoulder away from the ear. Good. And then lower that back knee. Keep the twist, though. Yes. Good. And then take that right hand down inside of the right foot. Crawl the right foot over to the right a little bit. So we'll come into our lizard pose. Turn the toes slightly out and let the knee open up. So you might be able to see the underside of the foot. Yeah, good. Come down onto forearms, or you can come to a block, right, if the floor is too far away. Good. Right, and when we practice in the morning, the body's usually a little bit stiffer, tighter. Right, so really use the breath to open up. You can almost picture sending the breath to that tight area right now in that right hip. Right, creating some space. Good. Take one more breath. And then come up onto the hands. Good. Take that right foot back to center. Plant the palms. Step back to high plank. Good. And then come through your vinyasa. So lower down your way. Inhale to cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. You'll take the left leg up. Bend the knee. Good. Peel the hips open. Yes. So really press through that left hand and lift the left knee high. You should feel a side stretch all along the left side body. Yeah, really good. Re-extend the legs, square off the hips. Draw the knee into the nose. Good. Step it forward. Nice and light. Good. Just find a nice solid lunge. Inner thighs squeeze towards each other. Pull the heart forward. And then peel the left arm up for a twist. Yeah, and this back thigh here is lifting away from the ground. Good. Good, and then lower that back knee. Keep the twist. Let the belly be soft, right, whenever we're twisting. Good. And lower that left hand inside the left foot. Walk the left foot out. Turn the toes slightly out. Yeah, and then let the knee open up. Good. Yeah, Yeah, so your foot is flexed. Now come down onto forearms or block. Lizard pose. Breathing in and out of the nose. Good. Good, guys. Just take about 2 more deep breaths. Good. Come up onto the hands. Step back to high plank. Good. Lower it down your way. Hug elbows in. Good. Inhale, cobra pose. Shoulders move back and in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And at the end of your exhale, soften the knees and step or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, reach up, rise. Exhale, arms by your side. Good. Inhale, reach up. Grab a hold of your left wrist. Take a side stretch towards the right. Breathe into the left ribs. Good. Roll that left shoulder back a little bit. Yeah, good. Inhale back to center, switch your grip. Exhale, other side. Good. Breathe into the side ribs. Inhale back to center, and exhale, arms by your side. Good. Let's come into tree pose. So lift up the right heel, palms together in front of the heart. So really press the palms. And then press the thumbs into the sternum. Feel that connection. Good. Open the knee to the right. Yeah, so feel that external rotation there. And now take your foot to the inner calf, right, or the inner thigh. Find your drishti, something to look at that's not moving. Maybe reach your arms up. Good. Right. Maybe it's your day to balance, maybe it's not. Right, but just breathe. See if you can take 2 more breaths. Crown of the head reaching up, shoulders relaxed. Good. Exhale, release, shake it out. Other side, lift up the left heel. Pop that knee out to the left. Hands come to prayer. Good. Feel that connection. And then take your foot, inner calf or inner thigh. Right, each side might feel a little bit different. Right, just notice that. When you're ready, reach the arms up. That bottom foot is going to shake and wobble. Right, it's the only thing holding us up, so just allow it to rather than resist it. Right, allow the energy to sort of flow. Yeah, good. Lift the sternum up, right, and from rooting through that right foot, the crown of the head reaches up even more. Yeah, nice. And then release. Shake it out. Good, so we'll find chair pose, Utkatasana. So let's take feet hip distance, parallel. Good. Yep, you can do a little test. One heel over. And then sit the hips straight down. Reach the arms up. Good. Chest is lifted. Yeah, and you're soft and buoyant in the legs and the hips and in the shoulders. You should be able to move the head. Yeah, good. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, sit deeper. Good. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the palms and step the left foot to the back of the mat. And then reach the arms up to high lunge. Good. Right, so make sure your stance is really long. Lift that left thigh away from the mat. Good. And then open up to warrior 2. Good, so your belly button turns to the left. Your knee presses to the right. Yes, flip the palms up. See how that just rolls the shoulders down the back. Yeah, good. And then reach up and back. Reverse it. Good. Good, come back through center and take that right hand down inside the right foot. You can always use a block. Left fingertips high. Side angle pose. Good. And then take the top arm over the ear for extended side angle. So remember that pinky is wrapping down as the heart spins up. So it's like the underside of the torso is turning towards the wall you're looking at. Good, one more breath. Reach the left fingertips and bring them down to the ground. The back heel will lift and peel the right arm up for a twist. And then lower the right hand. Good. Straighten the right leg for pyramid pose. So if you're tighter in the hamstrings, you might want to use blocks on either side of the foot. You also want to make sure that that right foot is a little bit over to the right than that left foot. Yeah, good. Your back heel can be lifted a little bit. All right, but think about drawing that outer right hip back. Good. And breathe with the whole body. Right, so the inhales draw the heart forward. The exhales fold you. Very nice. One more like that. Inhale and exhale. Good. Soften into that right knee. Crawl the hands forward. Supported warrior 3. Lift the left leg high. Yes. So really kick through that left heel. All 5 toes turn down. Right, your low back is making like a table or a shelf. You should be able to place something there. You're pulling the heart forward. Yeah, good. And then lower the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, reach. And exhale, arms by your side. Good. Other side, chair pose. So feet are hip distance. Sit the hips straight down. Reach the arms up. So the biceps are by the ears. Pinkies wrap in towards each other. Good. Pull the low belly in. Yeah. Lift the chest. Sit deeper. Good. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the palm. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Good. And then rise up, high lunge. Good. So think of drawing left hip back, right hip forward here. So squaring the hips. Yes. Right. Engage that back leg. Good. And then open up, warrior 2. Good. Left toes point directly forward. Yeah. Bend into that left knee. This thigh's trying to get parallel to the ground. One day. There, you're pretty close. Good. Flip the front palm, reverse, reach up and back. Good. Come through center. Find side angle pose. Left hand down, right hand high. Yeah, and with your hand on the inside, which isn't always the traditional way, it's nice because you can press the knee over to the left. Yeah. Right, feel that stretch on the inner thigh. Take the top arm over the ear. Right, extended side ankle pose. Good, spin the heart up towards the sky. You can always use a block here. Good. Reach to those right fingertips and then curl that right hand down. Back heel lifts. Left arm lifts, twist. Good. Good, and then lower that left hand. Good, and straighten the left leg. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Yeah, good. Make sure you're not locking out the front knee. Right knee is soft. Good. Right, and it's almost as if you're pressing that front foot down, trying to slide it back, but it's stuck. Right, you'll feel that fire up the back of the leg if it wasn't already. One more breath. Draw the heart forward. And exhale, fold. Good. Bend into the left knee. Crawl the hands forward. Lift the right leg. Supported warrior 3. Kick through that heel. Good. Toes turn down. Pull the heart forward. Good. One more breath. And exhale, lower the right to meet the left. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, reach. And exhale, arms by your side. Good. Another little balance. So we'll come into standing figure 4. So there's a lot going on in this one because we're stretching the hips, but also finding our balance. So cross the right ankle over the left knee. Right, go into it with no expectations. Flex that top foot, that'll protect the knee. Set the hips lower, deep in those hip creases. So pull the hip creases back. Yeah, and keep the chest lifted. Good. Take one more breath. Good. And release. Shake it out. Other side. Take the left ankle over the right knee. Palms together in front of the heart. Sit the hips down and back. Yeah, press that knee down towards the floor. Or you should feel it on the outer hip. Good. Chest is lifted. Good. See if you can take one more breath. Good. And release. Shake it out. Good. Let's take a shoulder stretch. So hands come behind us at the low back. Elbows start wide. You can widen the feet a little bit too. Right? Especially if you're tighter in the hamstrings, the wider the feet, the better. Start to move the hands away from the body without hyperextending the elbows. So there's that little bend that you keep. We'll stay upright for 2 breaths. Right? The inhale squeezes the shoulders together. The exhale drops the shoulders down. One more like that. Good. Now you'll fold forward and move the grip away from the body. Don't lock out the knees. Good. And then we breathe into the upper back. So even though we're squeezing shoulders together, we breathe and expand and inflate. Like there's a balloon behind the shoulder blades. Yeah, good. Feel like you're just creating all this space right around the shoulders, the neck, right where we all hold a lot of tension. One more breath. Good. And then release. Take the feet back to hip distance. So 2 fists in between the big toes. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, reach. And exhale, arms by your side. Good. Come into Malasana. So feet wide, toes out, and then sit the hips down. Yeah, get those cracks out. Good. So yeah, the wider your feet, the easier it is to get the heels down. Really press into the outer edges of the feet. Yeah, very nice. Crown of the head's reaching up, tailbone's reaching down. Good, so we're going to come from here into our forward fold, Uttanasana, and we'll do that a few times. So take a nice big inhale. Exhale, plant the palms straight in the legs, turn the toes in. And inhale, sit the hips back down, turn the toes out. Good. And exhale, folds. 2 more times. Inhale, sit. Exhale, folds. 1 more. Inhale, sit. And exhale, folds. Good. Toe heel the feet back to hip distance. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to high plank. Good. Lower down. Hug elbows in. Inhale, cobra pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Hips high. Good. Inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Draw the right knee into the nose. High on left tippy toes, step the right foot in between the hands. Reach the arms up. High lunge. Good. Open up, warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reverse, reach up and back. Still bend into that right knee. Good. All right, keep this shape in the upper body and just straighten the right leg. Reach even more. Good, come through center. Triangle pose, so your left hip tilts back. Make sure left toes are turned in. And reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. Lower the fingertips to your shin or a block. Could be your block. Yep. Right, the whole chest is opening, collarbone is broad. Good. Right, and then this right seat, right glute is wrapping underneath you. So it almost feels like you're putting slightly more weight in the outer edge of the right foot. Oop, almost did a split there. Good. Okay, look down towards your right foot. We'll move into half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. So you can always grab a block. Yeah, I would grab a block. Bring it forward and outside the foot a little bit. And then you lift your left leg up. You can always start with your hand on your hip. Good. Your left toes are turned towards the wall you're looking at. Kick through that heel. Yes. The chest is opening and your gaze, it started down. And then you just work to move the gaze up, right? And the more you look up, the more challenging. Very nice. One more breath. And lower the left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, reach. And exhale, arms by your side. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step or hop back. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Shine the chest. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Good. Draw the knee into the nose and lightly step it in between the hands. Rise up, high lunge. Good. Pull that low belly in like you're zipping up some tight pants. Good. Open up. Warrior two. Arms out to a T. Right, and it's such a tendency for a lot of us to let that knee fall in. Make sure it's pressing out to the left. Good. Flip the front palm, reverse. Reach up and back. Good. Keep this shape, just straighten the left leg. Like your arm is growing out of the top of your left hip. Reach, reach, reach. Yes, come through center. Trikonasana, triangle pose. So back toes are turned slightly in towards the front foot. You reach forward to elongate that left side and lower the fingertips to your block or the shin. And whatever you're touching, just be light on the fingertips. So take your hand outside here. Good. Open the chest. Good. And your right hand is right in line with the shoulder. Yeah, good adjustments. Rather than way back here. Good. Okay, coming into half moon pose, look down towards the left foot. Soften into the knee, grab your block. Left hand ends up right under the left shoulder. Lift the right leg high. Yes. Good. So if you were to look back at your foot, you don't have to, but if you were to, you should be able to see the right toes a little bit. So they're a little bit more forward than you might think. Yeah, good. Right there. Good. Chest is opening. One more breath. And lower the right foot to meet the left. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, folds. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, reach up. And exhale, arms by your side. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Good. So, want to play with crow? Okay, so coming into it from a forward fold is nice because the hips are already high. Yeah, and you can put a block. This is just for mental support right in front of you, right? So you don't feel like you're going to fall flat on your face to the ground. So take your hands at shoulder width, palms down. If you can't reach the floor, bend your knees more. Good. Come off the heels, the knees meet the upper arms, look forward. Right, so you can take this in little tiny baby steps. First, we just shift the weight into the hands, looking forward. Just feel what that's like to have weight in the hands. Pretty foreign concept, right? Especially if this is a new pose. Then you play with maybe lifting the right foot, maybe even just a toe. See what that feels like. Right, you scoop out the low belly. Nice. Hips are high. Maybe you lift both feet. How are we doing? Good. Yeah. Another little tip, make sure that the elbows are not splaying out. You're drawing the elbows in. Yes. Yep, hips high. Yep. Hips higher. Scoop out that low belly. Yeah. Nice. Your form is looking much better. Good. Yeah. Awesome. Good job. All right. Let's come down into a child's pose just for a couple of breaths. Let the hips sink back. Good. All right, just have the forehead making contact with the floor. Good. All right. And we'll come up into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Good. Bend the knee and peel the hips open. Option to flip your dog so that right foot comes all the way around. It ends up right underneath the right knee. Reach the right arm back, bicep by the ear. Open the heart. Hips lift. Good. And then to flip back around, just sink the hips a little bit and flip back. Right leg high, 3-leg dog. And then bring the right knee forward into pigeon pose. So right knee is forward and outside the right hip. Really important. Left leg is really long behind you. Sometimes it's nice to take the hands, press down and away, right, to lengthen that left leg. Yeah, good. Sit up tall. Squeeze the knees together. You might even be able to come off of the hands because, right, you're supported there. And then you fold forward. And you'll take your forehead to the mat or your hands. Good. Good. All right, and when we come into these poses where, all right, we're holding for a little bit longer, there's not as much movement happening. Right, the mind often takes us somewhere else, right, to an hour from now or a week from now or a year from now. Right, so really the work is to just come back to the breath, and it's a constant practice. Right, come back to this moment, come back to the sensation in the body. Right, but whatever comes up, we just meet ourselves exactly where we're at. So some days the mind is busier than others. We just observe that rather than meet it with resistance or frustration. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Come up onto the hands. Make your way back to down dog and just release that right hip. So you'll make circles with the right knee. Yeah, good. And then settle into your down dog. Neutralize that spine. Good. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Good. Bend the knee, peel the hips open. Now, like there's an anchor pulling that left foot down. It comes all the way down if you're flipping your dog. Yes. Bicep by the ear. Yeah, so your upper arm wraps towards the ear. Yes, good. Lift the hips up, open the heart. Good, sink the hips to flip back around. Left leg high. Nice, and then come into pigeon pose on the left. Left knee forward and wide. Right leg really long behind you. Good. And then you'll eventually fold. Right, and just settle in, right? We find our own pose within this pose. So when you fold, if you feel like you need a little bit more, then you would take that left foot forward towards the top of the mat. If it's too intense, then you can just take that left foot back towards the right thigh a little. And just try to relax the jaw. See if you can take about 3 more breaths. Right, and a lot of times they say, as soon as we want to get out of the pose, that's when the pose actually begins. Just try to breathe through it. Good. Come up onto your hands. Release that left hip. Make some circles with the left knee. It's like wax on, wax off. Good. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Good. And lower down with control to your belly. Good. Take your arms by your side. Good. Take the forehead to the mat. So we'll come into locust pose, Shalambhasana. So yeah, bring the legs together, palms face up. Right, so with our forehead on the mat, the back of the neck is nice and long. Right, we'll maintain that as we come up. So on an inhale, lift the chest and arms. Yes, good. When we're on our bellies, it feels harder to breathe, so breathe deeper. Reach the fingertips back towards the heels. Good, one more breath. And exhale, lower. Rest the right cheek on the mat. Good. Good, we'll just take one more. Just like that. Take the forehead back to the mat. Good. So feel all 10 toes on the ground. Right, they'll press into the ground as we lift up. Inhale, lift the chest forward and up. The front of the shoulders are moving back and in. Yes, good. Breathe with the whole body. One more. And lower. Rest the opposite cheek. Good, you can bend to the knees and windshield wiper the feet right to left. And then you'll lower the shins and flip over onto the back. Good. Once you're there, bring the right knee into the chest. Right, so right where we were a little less than an hour ago. So just pull that knee in and then a little bit out towards the right shoulder first. Yeah. And then take your left arm out and let the knee open up to the right. Good. Right, just notice any difference. And then option to come into a half happy baby. So you'll reach the right arm to the inside of the knee and grab the outside of the foot. pull that knee down towards the shoulder and press the foot into the hand at the same time. Good. And then release. And then you'll bring your left knee in towards the chest, really squeezing it in. Take it a little bit outside towards that left shoulder. Kick through the right heel just as much. And then right arm out, open the knee to the left. And then come into that half happy baby. And if you can't reach the foot, you would just take the hand right outside of the thigh. Right, either way, you're drawing the knee down towards the armpit, pressing the foot into the hand. And exhale, release. You'll bring both knees into the chest and the shins parallel to the sky. Scooch the hips just an inch to the left and let the knees fall to the right. So coming into our final twist, gazing over the left shoulder. Good. Inhale back to center. Scooch the hips an inch to the right. Let the knees fall to the left. Good. Inhale back to center. And we'll come into our final resting pose, Savasana. So straighten the legs all the way out. Arms are by your side and just have some space between the upper arm and the upper ribs. You just give yourself space. Let the knees and the feet just flop out. Close the eyes, and we just take these next few minutes just to be here on the mat with our body, with our breath. Slowly start to deepen your breath and invite some small movement back in. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. Just gently rock the head right to left. And when you're ready, bring the knees into the chest. We'll roll onto the right side, just resting your head on the right arm. And we just take a moment here to find gratitude. Just for getting to your mat today. Gratitude for your body and the bodies around you and for this practice. When you're ready, just make your way up to a comfortable seat using the support of your hands. And once you get there, take the palms together in front of the heart. Press the thumbs into the heart center as a reminder to sit up tall. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw and soften that space right between the eyebrows. Just notice how you're holding yourself. Do you feel lighter? Does the heart feel a little bit more open? I just invite you to carry yourself this way off of the mat into the rest of your day, maybe into your next interactions or conversation. We'll end with one big breath together. Inhale through the nose, side out the mouth. Bow the chin towards the heart in gratitude. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.